on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best.
He's loose. Turning on the Jets. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help us.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Unloads to the right. Can make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air. It's Mack. Gonna take a shot. Into the house. Touchdown Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Return runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Penn State 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense has not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Penn State 0. Return runs out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter, they're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want field. It's Mack. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up.
Touchdown, Bama! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Allard. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offense.
Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling your yourself. You just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Alabama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.